that you might not be included in, because of course age comes also with experience and everything. I think also one of the things I also faced a lot was high expectation. Like you'd find like the people who are employing you, they need you to like be at the bar because you're working with people who are also
There.
yeah.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Rare View podcast. I am your host Rachel Anita, and today I am joined by the incredibly talented Mwende King'ori, an actor, a storyteller, and a creative in her own right. Mwende is leading young creatives through a new wave of film in the industry. Mwende, karibu, how are you today?
I'm good.
Can you tell me a little more about yourself that I might have not mentioned?
I'm a human.
You're a human.
We have to clarify on that. I'm not AI, I'm a human.
Yeah.
I'm still a film student, so I'm still learning. Yeah. I sing sometimes. I think those are the important things.
And you preach.
Oh, yes. Yes, actually. Something I discovered recently. Okay. I don't know if I've discovered or it's in the growing, but yeah. I think I can talk to people about the word of God.
We normally think like these people, especially actors, singers, creatives, are not quite connected with God. What do you say about that?
I feel like it's a myth. You see, like these things that people just say because they want to like justify some things. Like even when I said I wanted to study film, my parents used to be asked so much, like, are you guys sure? Like, will she go back to church? And my mom is like, what do you mean? Like, when they wakes us up early in the morning on Sundays to go to church, like, yeah. So I feel like creatives are the people who are closer to God. We are the closest to God because we create.
We co-creators.
Yes. So I mean,
co-creator. I love that.
We're the closest to God, and even to tap into other worlds, to act other characters, it takes a lot of relationship with God, because you need to understand His people. Understanding His people, you need to understand His works and where He started from, and what is the idea of how He thinks about human beings. Yeah,
that should be on a t-shirt. You've said a lot about church and you're very passionate about that. Can you tell me about the earliest moments of you acting? Did it start in church or who discovered you? How did you get on the big screen?
Wow, it's just taken years. But like the first role I ever did, like a serious like drama role, was in church. And I was in class 5, I think. But the first time I knew that I could act and it's something that I'd want to do was when I was in class 1. And you remember like prize giving days? There were people who used to perform for the guest of honor. Yeah, I was that girl. Solo verse, chiki chiki chai. Yeah. So when I performed that solo verse, it was in French. And I was in class 1.
And you don't
And
say.
I remember like that time it was what they call like PSs. What were they called? When we used to be in provinces before we were broken into.
Were they district commission? I don't even remember what they were.
Yeah, so I remember he was the guest of honor that time. And and he gave me like a token of appreciation. Like he gave me like 1,000 bob. And that time that was a lot of money. So, and that's when I was like, wait, I think I can entertain people.
Yeah.
So I joined the drama club in church, and then I acted in church, and then I remember the pastor that time prayed for me. Yeah. So like from a young age, people around me always told me that I'll be a superstar, always. So I went to high school. I was
the superstar.
Superstars. I think it was just, it'll continue to grow. And then also putting yourself in the right places at the right time. I feel like being in drama in my girls and going for the drama festivals, the people I met, the trainers who trained me, it was all aligned. And that's why I'm saying it's been God. So why should I not praise and worship Him?
Amen. Amen. Tell me about some of the major challenges you've undergone as a young actress in Kenya.
I think the challenges are never ending, because what I take challenges are, like, it depends every environment has its challenges. So every production I've worked for has their own challenges. Yeah, so it's always different, because I feel like people are different. So also workspaces will always be different. Yeah, so because I started when I was 19, I was quite young, and the people I was acting with were like the OGs, like the OGs, like the
household names.
Yes.
Okay.
So one of the challenges was sometimes, lack of a better word, you could be easily forgotten. Like on set when like they are.
What do you mean forgotten?
like sometimes like things like maybe because you're young, so there are like some conversations that you might not be included in, but yes, you'll be told, but you might not be included in, because of course age comes also with experience and everything. I think also one of the things I also faced a lot was high expectation. Like you'd find like the people who are employing you, they need you to like be at the bar because you're working with people who are also
there.
Yeah. So there were nights where I doubt myself, like, am I supposed to be like in this workspace? Like, will I ever be an OG actor? But with every role I did, made me grow. Like, I look at Malaika, because that was my first character. I look at Malaika, and now I look at Nilai in MTV Sugar, and I'm like, hey, like,
what are you worried
so
about?
sometimes even those challenges, they sharpen you a bit. And I'm not saying like we are supposed to go through bad things so that you come out as strong or as experienced. No, I feel like every step that you make in your journey, every challenge that comes counts at the end. Even if it made you be weak at some point or doubt yourself, it counts at the end.
Okay. You've talked about age. I want to know, because we hear stories here and there, there's sexism in the industry. Does it exist, or it's just hearsay?
Honestly, I feel like right now, the acting industry, the time and era that we are in right now, we're really trying to empower women a lot. Even with the stories that we're saying, we're talking about. Like, even if we look like at the current, and I'll use MTV Sugar because I'm in it. If we look at the current MTV Sugar right now, we're talking about so many topics that really empower the women.
Yeah.
Like, if you look at the topics, like with what Mwende is going through, with what Nyokabi is going through, like, we're talking about so many things that are empowering women. But there is, of course, that idea of that there's some things that women can't do. Like, there's some departments that men are better
in this age
women.
and
And
time.
yeah, and I think maybe because of things like arm strength, you know. But I've worked in sets, like I've worked in a set where all the departments were woman led. Like the HOD of lighting, the woman, the HOD of sound, the woman. Like, and that made me think, hold up, like
we can do
this. So even in school, like even when I was like enrolling for my course, I remember we were like 5 girls. Even in class, out of like, I think like 60 or 80. Yeah, we were like, we're so few. Like, we did a class. And then I remember that some units, the lecturers would be like, kwani wasichana mmekataa hii course, mmesema mtaki kufanya film. And I think it's because of that, kudhani that there's some specific departments that should only be done by men. But yeah, it's not true.
You know, I'm surprised because I thought most women would want to act. Or how exactly are people getting into this scene?
Our industry is not only about actors. That's the thing. The film industry is not only about actors. There's also the people behind the camera who do a lot. They do a lot. Like the camera people, the editors, the people who are doing the lights. And you see, like it's a different setup. It's not like the way like a podcast setup is.
Yeah.
And the way it's chill and there's no movement and everything. In a film set, you'd find that when we are rolling, the DOP might say cut, and then the light people need to move the lights all over again. We need people on
ground.
Yeah, because I remember like in Salem used to be like 150 people every day on set. Yeah, it takes a whole village to make a film. It takes a whole village. Yeah, so
and how do you work out the nerves and that many people in a room?
I remember my first time.
Tell me about it.
My first time was crazy because I remember I was doing a scene with Mumbi Minor. I don't know if you guys know Mumbi Minor.
Yeah, we know her.
Yeah, and her previous set was The Matrix. Like she was on set with Keanu Reeves, and then now I'm on set with her, and that's my first scene. And you're like, if I miss a line, she look at me like, what's wrong? But she was so nice, and I always say it was so right for her to be the first person I did a scene with, because after her, the next person was Foy, and then I did with Kyle, and all of them had been in they'd been in big sets. So like, it was so. Hey, it was scary because everyone was looking at me. I remember when the camera now was like on my cover, everyone was like,
yeah.
Why you not talking? I'm like, just give me a minute. But with every day, I got to do like breathing exercise where just breathe in, breathe out. Before I start a day, I'd call my mom. She'd reassure me. She'd tell me it will not be easy. It's a big responsibility, so you need to do big stuff, Plus, I was just 19 and yeah, like I was also discovering so much about myself. Yeah. And being like my age and I was already working and my age mates are not working, there's just a lot of I need to look like I'm the bigger person. Because anyway,
you need to look like you're doing something good for yourself.
Yeah.
All right. You've really mentioned something that has touched my heart. Mumbi being your first person acting with.
Yeah.
Do you feel the role of other women, supporting other women, especially in your sector, how important is it? Because more often we are told women are the ones who put each other down.
That thing pisses me off because I have experienced a lot of unconditional love from women. It's crazy. Like, I think of the women I've met on set and I'm like, how would I have handled all those situations? Like, I think na hata si kusema ati wenye the men that I've worked with are not good or they've not been there for me. They have been there for me, but the times that it's been a man who's been there for me, like, majorly, I can say like once or twice. But women, like, even recently when I was there's this project I've done by Sky Girls, and it took a lot for me emotionally, and sometimes I would not even sleep at night, and I'd go to set and I'm tired, I'm like in every scene and I need to be there, both physically, mentally. I just need to be there. And the number of times that I have broken down, I have been lifted up by women. Like, there's no time the ladies on set were never loving. When I needed a hug, even when I never asked for a hug, someone would just come and hug me. Yeah. So, like, that thing of women being each other's enemies, I feel like it's there's some statements that people say to kutetea their beliefs. Like, so saying that, it's like it's like turning us against each other. You get? Yeah, because I feel like women really stand up for each other. Like,
we do unconditionally, actually, because no one else would understand you better than a woman, especially a woman who has walked that path before you.
Yeah.
Oh, that's beautiful. They say pay disparity is real. So tell us about this. Are you happy with where you are? Directors, please tune in. Mtuambie, are we paying guys properly?
Tunaambiangwa the producers ndo wanajua what happens, the budget and everything. But I feel like we haven't reached a point where we can say acting is a well-paying job. You see, like the way abroad acting, like you can be an actor and you can just be an actor.
Not do anything else.
Yeah. But in our country, actors have to find other ways of making money. Like, that's why I feel like most actors have gone to the content creation world. Because we're finding a way of, balancing even the bills and everything. So I don't think we've reached a point where the pay is
that good.
Yeah. Because even when I started, I remember, and this is the problem now, this is the entry.
Yeah.
Because when I started, I was 19. And when I saw that amount of money, I was like, wow. What? And then because my first job was a TV series, a daily TV series. So I was being paid monthly. I looked at that paycheck, I was like, that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
And then you grow up and then you realize that a lot of money becomes little money because there's a lot of responsibility coming up.
Yeah. With that, yeah.
And then, of course, when in Africa, black tax, where you need to now start, because you're in TV, you need to start showing up for your aunties, your uncles, your cousins. You're the one who's being called all the time. Msanii, tutumia ataka 1,000. Hey!
Msanii tutumia.
Msanii hata labda hajakula lunch.
Msanii alipwe.
So, the pay is, it's a hassle. And one of the things that it made me learn was I needed to now get people to speak for me. I needed to get a manager. I need to get a lawyer. Those are added expenses, but in the end, it's a good investment because when I got a manager, it's like it made a statement. Like even when you go and you're like negotiating a contract and you tell them, speak to my manager. It's like,
someone is representing
serious. Her. Yeah, and you can see, and it's not even saying that the ones who don't have managers are treated differently, but there's just something that it does.
That,
yeah. And then the beauty about it is that right now we have like a Kenya Actors Guild. And it's helping a lot of creatives out there because they're talked to about how to negotiate their contracts, what to ask for, because we're not supposed to be paid the same. A TV series, a feature film, a short film, they all have different like paychecks. And the KG usually says like, this is what you're supposed to be paid as an extra, as a main character, as a supporting person. But I'm hoping that we reach a point where will pay actors enough to sustain a living. Yeah.
That's good. And talking of pay, have you had a moment where maybe a male counterpart is paid more than you? Doing the same thing, exact your face, exact role, but the guy is paid more?
In our industry, it doesn't even work with the male and the female. It works with experience. You'd find someone is being paid more because what they're bringing to the table. Like you get, and then also if you're supporting, and the other one is a main character, of course they need to be paid more. But I get what you're saying, and yeah. We're both
Sometimes.
supporting characters, and they're paid more. And I don't know, maybe it's because they could do their own stunts. I don't know.
Maybe.
Who knows?
So do you share contracts? Do you guys discuss payments?
Our industry is a very funny space. It's not a space where you can just trust anyone. But I feel like if you're in a space where the people I've worked with, thank God, they're open. Like we sit down and we actually discuss. Like actors talk. Actors talk. The same way producers talk.
Yeah.
The same way directors talk. Actors talk. And we do actually sit down and we actually talk about that production. Did you like that and that and that? And I thank God that the productions I've worked with have been lovely, because at least I've been in spaces where there are therapists,
Oh, really?
Yeah, like the intimacy coaches. You're being taken through sexual harassment classes before you start shooting. So like there's this unnecessary hugging, unnecessary touch, and even verbal. It's very, minimal. But yeah, we do discuss sometimes, but we wouldn't say actually directly like I'm being paid this amount and this, but we tell each other like, are you comfortable with what you're being paid? Is it fair? And we discuss, we encourage each other, because it's like
yeah, you need to be there for each other.
Yeah, we need to just be there for each other. Yeah.
Oh wow. Can you tell me about one role that healed you? One role that you would play over and over and over again. Your favorite role?
My favorite.
Yeah.
I love the three of them. But okay.
Yeah.
We sign NDAs, like speak about projects that have not yet dropped. But at least hii niko na permission ya kusema that it was being produced, because they've already said that they're going to drop it.
Yeah.
But she's not yet, you guys have not yet discovered her.
Okay.
But I love her. I would play her so many times. I don't even want to say her name because I can't.
Yeah.
But you guys will experience her this year. But she's lovely. I think she's my favorite because she's totally different. But I loved being in her world, because her world was so, as I said, different. And it made me learn so many things about me, even as Mwende, that I need to also like change. Because she was very not me. She was introverted. I'm extroverted. But it made me understand even the introvert world. And yeah, I'd play her so many times. Like, she taught me a lot.
We're looking up for that. When is it dropping? Maybe? Can you tell us that at
this
least?
Year, I think. I haven't said the exact month, but I know it's this year.
Yeah.
Hoping that it's this year. Yeah.
Excited about that. Now, as we wind up, if there's one thing you could tell that class 1-year-old self, as she was doing that poem and reciting and all that, what could you tell that young Mwende?
I tell her, I'm proud of you for staying the course. Like, I'm even getting emotional because there's so many times, being a creative, especially in my family, I'm the only creative. My siblings are not as talented. I don't even think they have talent. They're smart. I tell them this, so I'm not throwing shade. But like, being different was very hard. Like, seeing even the way other kids are being treated and the way you're being treated. It was kidogo. But I'm proud of you for never giving up, for believing in yourself. You used to tell yourself you'll be the next Lupita. Look at you. You're in MTV Sugar.
I mean.
Thank you. So, yeah. And thank you for being courageous. Thank you for never dimming your light. Thank you for always being different in every way, in every single way. I love you for all your flaws. I love you for being brave. I love you for knowing who you are. And I love you for never, ever changing. Even when you felt like you need to change your favorite color, it has always been purple. Heads up. Love you.
Okay, that that just brought some tears into my eyes. That was
Yeah.
so beautiful.
Yeah.
And I'm so proud of you too. Honestly, you're doing a fantastic job.
Thank you.
We are watching. Everyone in Kenya, I think, knows your face right now.
Please.
You think-
Namwambia wasanii. You know, people don't
Yeah.
really like big up like wasanii. Watu waambiangi
Really?
wasanii we are doing a good job.
No, tunaogopanga. Kwa streets we see you guys and you're like, maybe if I approach her, she'll be like,
Kwanza if you see me, approach me and we take a photo, we have a conversation. Because when I talk to you, I learn something. One day I'll play a role that's you. Let's have a conversation.
oh, wow.
We're humans.
Okay. And now for that person who wants to venture into acting, a young lady, encourage her.
It's not easy. Everyone thinks, lack of a better word, everyone thinks they can act right now. Because I feel like people have not yet put the respect that acting needs to be put. But don't give up. Don't conform into what people will tell you, because people will tell you that you won't make it if you don't like do things with producers, go for dates and discuss some things. Nah, you're talented. Don't forget that. And you are given that talent for a reason. And it's not always acting. You could even discover yourself. Maybe you'd like to be a cinematographer. Maybe you'd like to be an editor. Maybe you'd like to be in the wardrobe side. Maybe you'd like to do makeup. Like, film has a lot of things in it. So don't give up. Don't conform to what you'll be told, because you will be told a lot of things. But believe in yourself, and you are equally capable. Kama tu kila mtu kwa industry. It's just that you haven't started. So yeah.
You are equally capable. Kama anyone in the industry, and you simply have to believe in yourself. How do I even follow that? And that's it for today. Thank you so much, Mwende, for coming to our show. For anyone who probably doesn't know her, where can they find you?
All socials, Mwende.King'ori.
Thank you so much. Until next time. Bye.